Yes, welcome to another drive-by game show with Player Supreme here, and I've got Jovina sitting to the side of me doing her lip gloss on her big fat lips. Yeah, a lot of guys have been responding to my magic pickup line, and I'm glad you guys realized the truth about magic lines and stuff like that. She's the one that gave me the line. But let me say that you are your biggest obstacle in this game, okay? Everything that is wrong with your life is because of you. You created that. I learned that lesson the hard way. I was real shy in high school. I couldn't talk to girls. I had a stuttering problem because I was so nervous. Let me turn the corner here. Skirt! Vroom, vroom, vroom. Gotta play my big engine thing. Vroom, 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 vroom. Yeah, I'm driving a truck, fellas. Anyway, everything that was wrong in my life, I created. As you guys know, I didn't have the best childhood out there. You know, I got all that bad programming put in my head. And then I had the racial issues to overcome. I entered the workforce thinking everybody was equal, and I found out the hard way, you're not. So I had some racial issues to overcome. But I put those there. You know, I put my reactions to them there, rather words. And it was my doing to react and develop a racial inferiority complex. You know, nobody's to blame but me. And everything that's wrong with your game, you're to blame for. Even if you're a nerd, you choose to act like one. You don't have to act like one just because you've been labeled as a nerd. If you're super smart, you don't have to do that stress on, like that one guy was whining about grammar shit. You know, he chose to act that way. You know, it's a matter of choices. So, being a science fiction reader, I've always read about how, you know, they always had stories where the character was fighting this bad guy, the shadow person, and it ended up being himself. And that's what we're going through. We're fighting ourselves. Once you overcome your issues and your problems, you'll find your issues with women will just disappear. Because you're the one who feels shy around them. You're the one who feels uncomfortable around them. You're the one who thinks you need a line to go up just to say hello to them. Is that how weak you've sold yourself to be, that you need some magic script? You need to follow A1, A2, A3 to do what men naturally do? You see what you've done to yourself? You've created this whole shadow character, and it's pulling you and dancing around like a puppet. Let me say that once you overcome your issues and all your problems, it really does become a whole new world out there. You'll have no problem walking up to girls like I used to do in the dance clubs and just grabbing their hand and taking them right to the dance floor. Once I overcame my fear, you know, the fear was mine to overcome. I'm the one that put this fear of hot women in my head. They didn't do it. They didn't go up to me and say, "Ooh, be afraid of hot women." No, I did it to myself, as you're doing it to yourselves. So recognize that. Don't get mad at women. It's not their fault that you punked out and developed some punk ass issues. Don't blame them for not liking you, because you're the one that chooses to maybe dress the way you're dressing, knowing that it's not a good marketing ploy. Like one brother wore a bathrobe to a nightclub, you know, a tone, and I don't know what that was about, brother, but you know, you sit up in there, you did that because you wanted to try to stand out. Basically, you felt so insecure that you wanted to stand out and you wore a fucking bathrobe. That's why you did that. You want to be different. Thinking that you don't stand out by yourself. You're the one that created that image of yourself in your head, that you need to do all this. Some guys think they gotta wear a fucking mohawk to stand out and shit like that. No. If you're fat, you created your fat. If you're overly skinny and you stay skinny, you create that. It's your job to change yourself. And you start that changing by changing, first of all, what's going through your ears into your brain. When I was studying computer programming, before you guys were even born, it was called Geico, garbage in versus garbage out. So you got to stop taking all that garbage in, fellas, and also get the garbage out of your heads. When you start reprogramming yourself with a better self-esteem and better message you got going on in your subconscious mind. So let me say that you are your worst enemy in this game, period. No one else but you. You're your worst enemy. Not women, no one else but you. Until next time, fellas.